Hey friends, Shay here. So today I am here to film a series review for you. That series is Wotakoi, Love is Hard for Otaku. This is the Barnes & Noble exclusive cover. There are several editions that are exclusives depending on where you shop. I know Books A Million has their own, and then there's the standard cover. I believe those are the only 3 variants that we will be getting. Because I work at Barnes & Noble, I obviously have the Barnes & Noble one, but I do have people picking up the Books A Million one for me as well. So with that said, let's dive in. So in Wotakoi, we are primarily following these 2 characters. So Narumi is a girl who is a fujoshi, who is a woman who's hardcore into BL manga and writes fanfics, is into cosplay, all that kind of stuff. And she doesn't want romantic interests to know about this hobby of hers. So when she gets on at a new workplace, she runs into Hirotoka, who's a childhood friend of hers who knows about this side of her. And so she's like, maybe he won't recognize me, but they recognize each other, and he outs her to her senpai and his senpai. So there's not a lot of people around. It's just the 4 of them that know. And she's immediately a little bit embarrassed. And she's like, oh my gosh, what's everyone going to think? Because she had a romantic interest who said, yeah, you're an otaku. No, thank you. And so she's taken that very close to her heart all this time. And so Hirotoka looks at this as the second chance to go after the girl he's always wanted. And so he's like, well, I know about this. I'm fine with it. Why don't we try dating? And so they start out kind of dating. The 2 senpais that she is accidentally outed to are also otakus in their own right. Her senpai is a cosplayer. His senpai is a manga and anime addict. And there you have it. So we've primarily followed the core 4. There is another couple that is introduced a little bit later. That is Hirotoka's brother and a classmate at school, because he's quite a bit younger. College age, not high school age. Let me clarify that. In this final volume of the series, Narumi has to face the fact that she's suppressing a part of her, and naturally she wants to talk about the things she enjoys. And so Hirotoka says, I'm here, I support you, tell them, I'm here for you. And he is the kind of guy who just doesn't care what other people think of him anyway. And so clearly they have a disagreement, and then things kind of fall out from there. I will not tell you the end of this. It is a josei romance title, so you can probably figure it out from there. But I am so happy that I've read this series. I'm so happy I have it in my collection. This is one that I have already revisited once. I will revisit again. And I may do a read along or something with this particular series coming up soon, just because I think a lot of people came into it a little bit later, or if you've been reading it all along, we've had big gaps in between volumes, like big spans of time. So it might be fun to just kind of read it all together a lot closer and some things like that. But all in all, this is a solid 5-star series, an all-time favorite for my collection. It has not unseated Sweat and Soap. It is below Sweat and Soap for me. If we're in the land of office romance here, I will be honest. But I still really love this series. It's one that I will revisit. It's one that I will recommend. This is a classic in josei office romance canon, and you can't deny that it is a beautiful story about 2 people who nerd out in their own ways, but they love each other, and it's adorable. I love it, and everything about this ending made me happy, because I will preface that it is a little more open-ended than some people like, so you may be disappointed by that. But I was happy with the way it was open-ended, because then it let me finish filling in the gaps. And I like to do that sometimes, especially when I'm very attached to characters and I get to determine their fate rather than the mangaka, because sometimes I don't like what the mangaka does to them. Kaladin. Hey, you. But with that said, this video is short and sweet. So do know that I love this. I love all of the couples in it. I love all 3 couples. And This is a series that if you have not tried, definitely do, because it is truly an amazing title. Thank y'all for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. If you've made it all the way to the end, leave some sort of office-related emoji down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Was it all just a dream, just all in my head?